What's up, people? Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make the best hot wings that you've ever had in your entire life. And hey, as long as you stick to this recipe and not be like my dad and combine this with 2 other recipes that he found online, you'll be fine. First off, let's go over everything that you're going to need to make these wings. You're going to need a roll of paper towels. We're going to be drying a lot of wings today. You're going to need 2 sauces. If you've got a woman in your family, man, you better pick up this garlic parmesan. I'm telling you, they will eat a boot if it is dipped in this. Hey, I like regular hot sauce. You're going to need that. And then for seasoning, basic. I do fresh ground pepper. If you can do fresh ground pepper at any time, man, always do that. Don't listen to every other website with 16 mesh black pepper. You need fresh ground black pepper. And also Lawry's, not just regular salt. You need Lawry's. Read the ingredients. It's really not that bad. We are also going to need a long set of tongs because hot and fast for chicken, and you are not going to want to get your knuckles burned. And you're going to want a large cooking board just to prep the chicken before you do it. And when you're done, you can put this wire rack over the top and hey, set your chicken and let it rest on that so the skin stays crispy. The key to great wings is crispy skin and a kiss of smoke and some charcoal flavor. All right, let's go over the method for cooking these wings. When you are cooking almost any type of chicken, the best way to do it is have an extreme heat source, right? So you can do these 2 charcoal baskets right here in the middle, fill it with hot charcoal, and then you wrap the wings around that heat source. You never want to put those wings directly over your heat source. I have a slow and sear right here. This works as well, so it just keeps everything on one side of the barbecue. I also have a vortex right here. This is what I'm going to be using today. This is like $25 on Amazon or something like that. It just keeps all the charcoal in one spot for an extreme heat source, and then you put the wings around that. That is the best way to cook chicken. And hey, man, if you don't have any of these things, you can literally pile up charcoal on one side of the barbecue. Just put the wings on the other side. And I am not even going to be taking a temperature today, man. There is no thermometer on this lid. I just fill this thing up and let it roll. So that is how easy it is. And let's go over the most important thing. I talked about crispy skin already. Well, hey, man, before you even get into that, buy the right wings. We're talking, hey, this is a whole elbow, man. You got the drumette and the wing connected. If you buy party wings and you cook it the right way, dude, it cannot take that heat for that amount of time. For you to get that crispy skin, the meat inside is just going to be so dried out. So the number one thing, man, cooking the best wings you've ever had, you get the full wing. And believe me, when you are done cooking this, it is going to fall apart. You don't need to chop up anything. I've got people that don't even like bone-in stuff. They just pull it apart. It's amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to start drying these wings off right now. This is going to be the longest part of the process that we do today. All right, guys, I just finished up drying my wings. And hey, the longer you spend in this process, the drier you get that skin, the better your hot wings will be. So take as much time as it needs to get that dry. And if you want to get extreme, you can dry brine these. Or if you put these salt on this, put it on a wire rack, put it in your refrigerator overnight, that really dries out the skin, and you don't need to do any of this. Just put them on the smoker, and you will have the best wings you've ever had in your life. So now that the wings are dry, I will wash my hands and start seasoning all of this. It's going to take a while, so I'll be back in a second. And real quick, I do want to say, do not be afraid, man, to go heavy on the Lawry's and the peppers. So you can't really you can over season it because you don't want it to get cakey, but as long as it's not cakey, you will not be over seasoning it. All right, guys, I just dumped my coal into the vortex. I'm going to be putting the rack on, putting the lid on, letting it heat up, and then I can clean the barbecue, and then my seasoned wings will be going on in a second. All right, guys, as you can see, I just put the chicken on, and now here comes one of the most important steps, maybe the most important step. I keep on saying that, but I'm kind of serious. Hey, we're going to put some wood on the middle of this heat source, and this is what it's going to set these wings off. And one important thing, man, people don't think about this, is the type of wood that you put on here. The cheap stuff, I think it's called Western, and that is from Ace, not from Ace Hardware, from Walmart. That is like almost like 2x4s. It's almost like treated wood. It sucks. I used it for a while. go to Ace Hardware, pick up this B&B wood. Hickory is strong. Get some oak if you want something more mild. They've got apple and all kinds of stuff. This is amazing wood. So we're going to put a chunk on here right now. All right, guys, I got my chunk of wood. Just put it right here in the middle or wherever your heat source is. Put it directly on top. That should be super hot. And as soon as you see it's starting to singe and make smoke, we're going to shut the lid. And when you shut the lid, remember which direction you have the vents pointed towards, because we're going to flip this in 15 minutes. And we're going to want to rotate that lid 1/3 of the way and then 1/3 of the way on the last flip as well. That way there will be an even cook on the wings. So I'm going to start my timer for 15 minutes. We will come back and flip these wings then. All right, everybody, it has been 15 minutes. Let's open the barbecue. Oh, yeah. And flip these wings. And I do want to say I'm going to be serving these with Ore-Ida crinkle cut fries. Those take about 30 minutes to cook. So you want to put those in the oven, you know, about right in right after you flip these. All right, everything is flipped. Remember, rotate the vent about 1/3 the other direction, and then let it sit for another 15 minutes. All right, guys, it has been another 15 minutes, so let's lift up the lid and see what these things look like. Holy moly. I could hear them from outside the barbecue, and they are looking good. So remember, these are 15-minute sessions. You flip them every time. And hey, if they don't look like you wanted to look at the end, do not be afraid to go longer. I'm going to flip them right now, put the lid on, rotate it, and then I'll see you again in 15 minutes. All right, guys, the 15 minutes is up. The wings should be done right now. Let's see how they look. Dude, these look perfect. I don't know if you can see. Try to get that golden brown. Nothing's burned. Like that. If it looks like that, you are good to go. If it does not, if it is a lighter brown, let them go for another 5 minutes. Come back, check them again. You want them brown. If you want to go by temperature, I usually like mine in the 190s. Dark meat, I like a little bit hotter. Do not go 165 and take these things off. Get them hot, okay? And so what you're going to do, you're going to take this, put it on the rack that is going to keep the bottom of the wing crispy, the skin. Otherwise, all that hard work that we just did to get that crispy skin is going to be done. It's going to steam and going to be soggy on the bottom. So let these sit on the rack for, I don't know, like 5 minutes. And then what you're going to do is take those sauces that I showed you earlier. You're going to get a bowl with a lid. You're going to throw that in there. Toss it up. Do the garlic parmesan first. Okay, do that. Get all your garlic parmesan wings done. Then throw the hot sauce in there and get those done after that. And then, hey, man, that is the show. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I earned a thumbs up. Hopefully I earned a subscription. If you are not already subscribed, we need your help, man. We're trying to be the biggest fantasy football show on the YouTubes. And that starts with your help right now. So please support us. I've got a special surprise at the end of the show, so hang around for that. This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward. That's my name on my show, and I appreciate you. All right, guys, the surprise. It has been raining all week, and I sat down in this chair not thinking about it. Check out this butt. Oh! If you can see how wet that is, dude, I got to go change my underwear. So, hey, go 49ers. I do not want the Chiefs to win. Suck it.